Okay.
Where did you get that from?
You just want to talk about this.
I just started yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, remember, you don't have to give your
So this is
presentation,
where I
so
found
just check and make sure
marijuana
that you're talking about
containing
I never knew that.
carcinogens the same as cigarettes
It's all
do.
good.
Okay.
Did not know that.
Well,
Students in band acquire better
me get out something real quick.
skills than the average.
I actually have a book, hot book. It's a complete cannabis guide to enroll in medicine, politics, science, and culture. You can go context on it, or let's see. I don't really want to argue that it doesn't cause cancer, because there are some things in the plant that do cause cancer. But I will argue that it slows down cancer. The CBC in the plant slows it down. That's why they prescribe it to.
That's already legal.
No, not
Talking
necessarily.
about the CBD?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's already legal. They use it in medicine.
yeah, they use it in medicine. That's right.
Yeah.
But
And what, I got that in, like, on my outline.
Are you for
But
real?
I'm talking about because, you know, a lot of people argue the medical marijuana, it should be legal for medical use.
yeah,
And I agree with that, only it's the CBD that needs to be legal. The THC, what people don't realize, that's the only thing that gets you high.
yeah.
And if they legalize marijuana, it's gonna be THC free. They're gonna grow it without THC, and then most of the people that were like, let's legalize marijuana so we can have a good time, we're gonna be like, crap, I can't get high now. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this is where I kind of stand on the point of mine. Is I look at it as more as a human rights.
I was wondering on yours, did you like have any research to how many white people got arrested? Like,
Yes.
why do you feel like black people get arrested more than white people?
According to this book, arrest and statistics, where that at?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like in your clicks. Like, yeah.
Right here. According to that book, right here is the chart.
So what if you like took your clicks, which was the one?
There's a chart that says that black people are in New York, just in New York alone, are 7 times more likely to go to jail than a white person
Is
is.
that just what your paper's about? Is in New York, or is that
No,
everywhere?
it's here in the United States. It's 8 times more likely here in the United States. Here in Arkansas, it is 3 times more likely to go to jail over a simple marijuana possession. You can find that on the ACLU, the American Civil Liberates Union.
See, I got something like this in my paper talking about all the marijuana arrests.
Yeah. This one is actually wrong now. I have looked this up, and
Yeah,
it's
it was
not.
12 million last year.
Yeah, it's now 80%
And that's
of all arrests.
I feel
are-
like there should be more of a punishment because you're getting so many repeat offenders because there's no punishment. You ain't going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Now, no. You are going to jail
But
because
just for a night. Like, I have personal experiences. I've been arrested for it a lot of times. And it's all it is. You get a night. You can get up to a year, is what they say. On your first offense, you can get up to a year and up to $1,000 fine. But, you know, I've had like 5 or 6, and one night is the most I've ever got.
well, there's actually more prisoners in jail and more prisoners in prison for simple pot possessions. Do you know Jody? He comes to school here. I can't think of it. I thought you had English with me, but you don't actually. But there are more people in jail, like in prison, over just simple pot than there are.
Like misdemeanors?
No, even felonies and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
felonies I can understand. But if you got that much pot on you,
But at the same time, it's a civil right. It's a human right. America's supposed to be free. You know what I'm saying?
what's a human right?
Being able to smoke marijuana.
So you should be allowed to smoke crack?
If that's what you want to do,
You
yes.
should be allowed to kill people?
Eye for an eye.
I mean, if that's
But
your
what
take
if it
on it.
caused no harm to you? Then that blows the whole offer, and I think away.
You can put it on my.
What if
Okay.
someone's just walking down the street and I kill them?
I would hope somebody.
That's my
Okay, well then
simple
I would hope somebody else would do something about it. That's none of
Do
my
I need
business.
to email it? How do I
I've been
show
listening to
you
y'all's
the
conversation. I like it.
YouTube
Um,
video?
There's a screencast activity.
This is where I'll just be honest with you.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the Reefer Madness cartoon?
Yeah.
You've seen it. You've seen the Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
It shows all kinds of just stupid stuff. In my opinion,
And I agree with that.
A lot of times instructors will ask you to create.
I
new
don't necessarily
slides
agree with
in your
that.
PowerPoint,
That it's showing
and
stupid
put it on
stuff.
that, and then upload the
oh yeah,
PowerPoint.
that it is showing stupid
Yeah.
stuff. Yes,
Do that 'cause you
and
want
it
the
I think it
PowerPoint.
misleads a lot of Americans. It makes it look like
My YouTube account.
it's a bad thing. Like, here's my point. You can abuse a lot of things here in the United States. You can abuse cheeseburgers, fries, anything like that. A lot of people do. I mean,
Not
we're
to my
second
personal
in.
one, to my
I think we're second in behind Mexico in having obese
Oh,
people.
I thought we were first.
No, Mexico actually beat us this year.
Really?
I swear. But
Ow.
where am I getting at here? The point is, I feel like marijuana, it's always going to be around.
I'm just dreading going.
It's obviously always going to be
It's
around.
been around forever.
It's been around forever, ages, and it's still people. Americans got to get used to it. They just need to. They need to.
Screencast, there we go.
We've spent research on finding how bad it is instead of what the good things are about it. We know everything that's bad about it. We don't know anything that's good about it, and we're just now doing research about stuff that's good about it.
You know what you could throw in there?
Hold on. And this is a guest appearance by Kyle Rich. Okay. Go ahead.
Have you ever heard the
Cuss?
about the amount of expenses put into like fighting the war against marijuana
Yes.
instead of like fighting the war
We
against
spend $31
bunch-
trillion a year on
yeah,
the war against
and,
marijuana.
And
Yeah.
what was that?
If
What was
we
that
stopped that, we would.
What was that compared to other drugs? It was like wasn't even comparable to the amount of money spent on how little it is. That's what blew my mind. I'm like, if I could pick anything to get off the streets, it would be like cocaine, meth, speed.
It wouldn't even. This is
Gator.
This is
If
honestly
you
where I
put
stand on
money,
that
if
point.
you put in money into fighting a drug, then you're not gonna like put the money in and be like only take marijuana off the street and let the crack pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like that money's not going into the drug war for an individual drug. It's a drug war on all the drugs.
Yeah, but they were comparing it to how they wanted it specifically on the war against marijuana. I know what you're talking about, like all it's for all drugs,
Yeah.
but this was
It's a war. It's a battle.
yeah, but this
the
is
longest
what
war in the United States.
This is what they
And it's never
compared
gonna end.
They compared
It will
it
never
to
end.
marijuana to all the other ones, and it was like in the trillions for marijuana and barely in the millions for any of the other
Did you
ones.
know Canada, they spend $2,000 a year on enforcing marijuana laws? That's it, $2,000. We
I
spend
didn't even know they
trillions.
had laws.
No, they don't.
They're Canadians. They don't need laws.
They necessarily don't even have a law, but that's
They
what
fly
they
by
spend.
the geese.
And I guess my whole point over this is honestly, the research I've done is this all just has to start with racism. It all started from looking at, because back in,
This is my student account.
I would have to find it again, but before marijuana was ever illegal, I guess illegal.
Illegal.
It was legal. You had to grow it. It was hemp. Well, hemp and marijuana are
Yeah,
two
it
different
was
things,
used for
but
a
it
whole
was.
lot.
I mean, you had to grow it. And
what do you see
I think that
Argue about
you know
knowledge.
the
Well, first off,
Harry Anslinger. He was
I
the
think
Department
that,
of Drugs or whatever. He was the very first person, founded in 1937. He seen that it was a career opportunity right there, and he seen that
most people
he
would
could
see
take
this
and make a
as
lot of money on it, and that's
not
how
having
it.
an
That's how I
age
really
limit on
honestly
condoms
think it
would
started,
be
and
promotion of sex for any
he
age.
just obviously
But I
he just
see it
seemed,
as a way
it played a role in
that
race, and
naive-
he used a quote. He used a quote from
naive
Reefer Madness saying
younger
that
ages.
it causes white women to seek. It causes white women to seek sexual relationships with black men,
Yeah.
and That's why I think it's a little racist.
Well, an argument to that because, marijuana was illegal all the way up to the Great Depression. And then when they banned alcohol, everybody started using marijuana as a recreational drug, But all the husbands and stuff, they was out mining gold and stuff, and so it was said that the wives would be cheating on the husband with the slaves. But like when marijuana became illegal, really black people, it would be hard for them to even get a hold of it, because they're all slaves. Yeah, they're out there growing it, but if you caught taking your crops with you, you probably get hungry. But then, it just became illegal
this is another
to
thing.
make money off of it.
Well, I mean, we all definitely know a pothead in town. I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
President Barack Obama has admitted to using marijuana. Said it was something he used during his college years at 2 a.m. at night time. If he would have been arrested back then, he would not be our president today. And that makes me think of all the intelligent African Americans that are sitting in prison right now for life.
At Walmart, they have
That just makes me think, how many presidents could we have that are in prison? How many smart people are in
You
prison?
probably not getting life over it.
And that's where all of this came
Marijuana.
from.
There are people who do get life over marijuana.
Yeah.
I mean, there is. I went to visit the prison my senior
I
year.
went to buy some.
Our resource officer took us up there, and there was a dude that was literally in a gang in Little Rock, and he killed somebody. He was only facing like 20 years to a dude that sold drugs. He would never say what drugs he sold. He would never tell us that, so I'm not sure what type of drug he sold, but he had life in prison for just selling drugs.
Damn.
So
Was he manufacturing them? What?
What?
Was he manufacturing his drugs?
I'm not sure what he was doing. Them two guys, they came and spoke to us after the tour of the prison and just told us about, dude never even seen a cell phone in his lifetime. Never seen an iPhone. Doesn't know what an iPhone looks like.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow. If
sorry,
that dude ever
right,
does
I went
get
over
out,
2 minutes.
he will have the biggest culture shock of his
Yeah.
life. And he'll be scared.
Yeah. He'll be institutionalized by then.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
You
1
got any
minute
more
and 35
questions about
seconds on
this?
your
I'm running out of
Screen-O-Matic.
time.
You did it as a Word document, put the link at the bottom of your Word document.
At the bottom?
And upload the document again.
Wait, whoa.
If you did it in a PowerPoint,